guys, you're watching Hardcore, and fairy tales are all about some mystical land where everything turns out right. Some charming prince saves some damsel in distress, and well, that's not true at all. Most of the fairy tales that we've come to know and love have origins that are a lot more grim, and by that I mean they're written by the brothers Grimm. These fairy tales are a lot more gruesome than Disney would let you believe. And so in that vein, here are my top 5 childhood ruining secrets that Disney didn't want you to know. If you have any doubts about any of the picks, just go back, take pause on the video, check the facts out yourself, and comment in the comment section if you have any doubts. Hope you enjoy.
Number 5.
So at number 5 is none other than the fairly recently adapted Rapunzel. In the Disney version, everything turns out right, and for the most part this is true to its origins. However, in the Brothers Grimm version, when Rapunzel meets her prince, and after a few rendezvous, she eventually falls pregnant. Finding this out, Gothel becomes enraged and chops off Rapunzel's hair. She then dangles the hair from the tower, luring the prince in. Upon reaching the top, the prince is horrified to see it's not Rapunzel waiting for him. In shock, the prince throws himself off the tower and lands in a bush of thorns, blinding himself. However, he does find Rapunzel once more, and through her tears his sight is saved.
Number 4.
At number 4 is the insidious origin of the Little Mermaid. Written by Hans Christian Andersen, the original has some very deeply religious themes. Ariel wants to be a human not only for love, but because mermaids' souls do not go to heaven. Also, the price for her legs and feet is far greater. For the duration she walks on land, she will feel as though she is walking on sharp knives, and if she fails her mission to find love, she won't turn back into a mermaid, but will die. As it turns out, in the original version she does fail her mission, as the prince finds another love. And in her depressed state, she throws herself into the water, dissipating into foam.
Number 3.
Number 3, we have Cinderella, a much-loved childhood story about a girl who becomes a princess with the help of some extraordinary good luck. Things are very different in the original version by the Brothers Grimm. Mice are replaced with birds, a single ball with 3, and there is no fairy godmother. In fact, Cinderella spends most of her time at the grave of her dead mother, praying that she would get dresses to go to the 3 balls. Her wish does get granted, however the original Grimm version also has the stepsisters chop off their own toes and heels in order to fit into the shoe that Cinderella drops after the end of the 3rd ball. The prince sees the blood on the shoe, and this informs him that the stepsisters had tried to trick him. Surprised? Well, it gets worse. The stepsisters, whilst attending her wedding ceremony, they have their eyes pecked out by doves. A more gruesome version than that told to us by Disney.
Number 2.
This is a close number 2, which could easily have fit into the number 1 spot. The origin of the Sleeping Beauty. The original version by Guillaume Battista Basile follows a similar path to the original. There is indeed a Sleeping Beauty, and she is found by a somewhat charming male role, a hunter/king. However, having found this gorgeous princess in a comatose state, and rather than giving her the kiss of true love, he proceeds to rape her in her sleep. She gets pregnant and has twins, one of which sucks the splinter from her finger, reviving the sleeping princess. The rapist king then brings the princess and the children to his castle, much to the dismay of his wife, who tries to not only murder the visitors, but also feed them to the king. Finding out this conspiracy, the king orders his wife to kill herself. Pretty grim for a child's story.
Number 1.
So here we are at number 1. The Fox and the Hound, one of the most nostalgic movies of my childhood. Daniel P. Mannix was the original author of this adapted child's movie, and his focus was more on the psychological and negative aspects of the foxes and the hounds. In the original version, Copper is an elderly dog who hates the younger and faster chief, who has earned their master's trust and affection. Jealousy breeds hate between them, and following an incident where Todd tricks Chief into running into the path of an oncoming train, Chief is killed. Maddened by the death of his most favoured dog, the master trains Copper to only focus on killing Todd. This results in Todd's entire family, his wife and children being murdered, not only once, but twice. Driven by hatred, the master attempts to poison the foxes, resulting in the poisoning of a human child, who then dies. Todd does manage to escape, and he survives for a long while, but one day Copper is so relentless in his chase that Todd dies of exhaustion. Having fulfilled his mission, the master once again descends into madness, culminating in him shooting Copper dead with a shotgun, an ending more fitting a Shakespeare tragedy than a child's movie. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you did like the video, then hit like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. If you have any opinions on what I should do next, or if there's something that I forgot about in this video, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And madness. A few of you have been complaining about the audio in my video, and currently I'm using a Samsung Go mic. It's not the best microphone in the world, but it's the one that I've bought. If you guys have any opinion on what I should be using, or if there's any cost-effective methods I could use to enhance the audio quality of my video, then please leave it in the comment section below. Hey, thanks for watching!